Hello and welcome to day one of our hike of the Cateran Trail. You want to come along with us? Come on then. So the Cateran Trail, it's a 64 mile or 104 kilometre long distance hike. Can be done over a number of days and a lot of people do it continuously. Due to time restraints and work, we've decided to break it down and just do it on days here and there when we can do it. Starts off at Blairgowrie in Scotland and takes in Bridge of Calais, Kirkmichael, Spittal of Glenshee, down to Ailith and then back to Blairgowrie. So it's a very cold February morning we've started on. It's about -4 degrees Celsius. There is some snow forecast today as well. There has been snowing the last few days, although you wouldn't know it here. But yeah, come along and we'll see what we can see. The last long distance walk we did was St Cuthbert's Way, and if anybody has ever done that, you will know the start of it is just steps after steps after steps, but a fantastic trail and certainly well worth doing. So we're about a kilometre outside Blairgowrie. It's a forest trail so far, just following the river, fairly easy going. Quite a few dog walkers on this stretch as well. Just spotted a building just across the river. I'm guessing it's an old mill. Just pan you around. Don't know if you can see that through the trees. But I'm guessing with it being so close to the river, it has been an old mill in the past. So day one on this trail is normally Blairgowrie to Kirkmichael, and that's about 25k. We're making it a short day today. Just found a signpost here. So there you go. Bridge of Calais, 6 miles. So that's actually what we are doing today. We're doing from Blairgowrie to Bridge of Calais, and that's about 11.6 kilometres or 6 miles from that signpost. This walk we're going to have to do in stages, and fairly small stages as well. If you want to know why, watch my previous video and that'll explain a bit more about it. But yeah, day one, certainly weather-wise, is a fantastic start. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we'll get this sort of weather on the rest of the trail as well. So we're just past the 2 kilometre mark. We've turned away from the river, a bit uphill, and now on a road. But I think it's more a farm track rather than a main road. But beautiful, beautiful morning. Who says Scotland doesn't get sunshine? Especially in February. I might even have to take the sunglasses out soon. So that's us just had the first incline of the walk. Just a short, steep bit of roadway. It wasn't a pretty sight walking up there, but the reward at the top is some stunning views over Blairgowrie. Do you want to have a look? You sure? Okay, I'll let you have a look. So, well worth that little incline. So yeah, that's the views. It helps that it's a beautiful day as well, but stunning. So, we're just about to detour off this main road here and head towards Bridgecally again. Catch up with you soon. So we're still on a fair bit of farm track. Been fairly easy going so far, to be honest. Views on this are stunning, to be honest. I've watched quite a few videos about it, but never really appreciated the views. So yeah, enjoying the walk so far. Lots of snow-capped mountains off in the distance as well. As I said earlier, there was quite a bit of snow falling over the last few days. Yeah, it's nice being back out again. It's been a while. So we've turned off the main road, followed the markers down this side of the field, and we're now back down close to a river, if you can just see there, and then we're going to be heading along, following the trail markers down this way. So quite a change of scenery now. We're well off the main road and traipsing along the bottom of some farmers' fields. Still following the trail markers though. But the ground, thankfully, is still frozen, because otherwise it would be quite a boggy mess. With it being the bottom of the field, you've got all the water runoff. So in warmer weather, it could be a bit of a muddy trek, this. But thankfully at the moment it's all frozen. So we've just stopped for a coffee just at the bottom of the field, and I don't know if you'll make them out. There's 3 deer moving across the field. just been very cautious, making their way across the field. Moving a bit, stopping, looking around, having a smell. So we've got about 3.5 miles left to go to Bridge of Cally. That's just come out of the fields, and we're now back onto Tarmac Road again. So we'll keep going until we turn off of here. I think we've got a bit of a climb after that, and then onto some moorland. Weather's held so far, a bit of cloud starting to form. It was forecast for snow this afternoon, so that could be the start of it coming over, but I think we've got a few hours before the snow is actually forecast, so we should get back in time before the snow starts. Right, catch up soon, guys. So that's us off the Tarmac Road. We cut through a farm and headed up into this really well maintained path, and I think this takes us up into the moorland, and then we've got a straight cut across the moorland, and that should take us into Bridge of Cally. So a bit of an incline here, and I reckon once we get to the top, that's us on the moorland. But I'll bring you back for that and let you see the views from there. So that's us on the moors now, as you can see in the background. There's just nothing but moors. It's quite nice. So I've come to a signpost just behind me there. So Bridge of Cally, which is our finishing point for the day, is 2.5 miles that way. Nothing to do with the Cateran Trail, but you can go to Kirkmichael, which is 10 miles that way. So the Cateran Trail actually takes you to Bridge of Cally, and then from Bridge of Cally carries on to Kirkmichael, but that's a stage we'll do on a different day. So so yeah, it's been really good so far. So last 2.5 miles we've got here. Really enjoyed it. The weather's held out. It is starting to cloud over now, but it's dry and it's cool, and there's no midge about, which is ideal conditions in Scotland. So yeah, not a lot to see here. It is beautiful scenery, but there's just nothing. It's great. So I'll bring you back shortly, guys. So that's where we've come from, and it goes on. You can probably not make them out, but just here there were some snow-capped mountains there, but the snow looks like it's hit them again. So that's the snow that was forecast to come into us for this afternoon. So that's it on its way. So we've all down here to go on the moors, and then drop down into Bridge of Cally. So that's us just about at the end of the moorland section. Thankfully a lot of the ground is still frozen, otherwise it would have been a really boggy section to walk through, but it's been fine. So yeah, just about finished the moorland section. We're just about to head into some woodland. It's just so quiet and peaceful out here. We've just passed our first group of people we've actually met on this walk so far. It's a group of people with their dogs going in the opposite direction, heading towards Blairgowrie way. So, but other than that, we've not come across anyone else on the walk, which has been nice. So, the sun's gone, as you can maybe see behind me, and it has clouded over, but we were expecting that. So, we're just coming down off the hill now. Who says Scotland doesn't give you variety? Glorious sunshine, overcast and snowing, all within the space of a few hours. So that's the snow just blowing through at the moment. It's not heavy, just very light, but yeah, it's nice to get a bit of snow on the hill. Cracking views just behind me there, I don't know if you can see those. So this is a lovely wee section of the walk. We're just coming down off the hills, going through the woodland. See a lot of trees down from all the recent storms here in the UK. Some big trees as well that have come down. Lots of branches lying everywhere. So we're early February and I think we've had 3 or 4 really big storms already in the UK this year. In fact, we're just coming up to a tree that's blocking the path that's come down. So I'll just turn you around and let you see this. So there's the path, and there's a big tree all the way down over it. So, bit of a detour off track. There we go, back on track. And I can hear the river down there again, so getting back towards the river. Another trail marker just there. The trail has been pretty well marked, to be honest. You see it just behind me there. Looks like we're coming down to like a logging road. Just watching my footing. Still a lot of ice around here. Ah, now this looks interesting. So there you go. So telling you a bit about the Cateran Trail, telling you it's a path that the Caterans used to drive cattle. So it can be walked in 4 or 5 days with accommodation, a hot bath and a dram available every 12 miles or so. That's not incentive, I don't know what is. So, we just come to another signpost. Kirkmichael is that way, and if we were continuing on, that's the way we would go. But as we're finishing at Bridge of Cally today, we're going to make a detour just down that way. And hopefully the hotel's open, we can get a pint. I also hope that the car's not being clamped, because I have heard that sometimes they do clamp cars that are parked in the car park. So fingers crossed we don't have a clamped car. But it's been a really enjoyable walk. First time I've been out due to ill health in about 17-18 months. So although it's only half of what we should have done on day one, it's been more than enough for me on my day one. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and hopefully this year I can start getting back into things, producing more videos and bringing you guys along for the trip. So our day one on the Cateran Trail is coming to an end. 11.6 kilometres, nice easy day. For you fit people out there, it'll be a breeze, but yeah, it's kind of pushed me to about as far as I can go for a day at the moment, but definitely be coming back to finish the rest of the stages. So, and I hope you come along and join us. See you guys soon.